It was only one night, but I wanna go back to where we were. I just wanna go back to where we were.
Charli XCX is a very talented artist who is heavily slept on by the music community. While sure, she does have a few hit songs under her belt, whether if it's Break the Rules, Boom Clap, and even the #1 hit song Fancy with Iggy Azalea. But other than that, most of her work often gets overlooked, which is a damn shame because she has such an amazing body of work. Whether it's her mixtapes like #1 Angel and Pop 2, and even albums like Charli and How I'm Feeling Now. One thing I really respect about Charli XCX as an artist is the way she continuously evolves her sound and does it in her way and not from the pressure from either the music industry or her fan base. Her ability to create a bridge between electronic pop and hyperpop, creating a listening experience that anyone can enjoy, is truly incredible. Judging by her work, it seems like she's always willing to push her own boundaries in terms of eclectic styles she devolves into.
I might kill my ex, not the best idea. His new girlfriend.
Why do I love SZA? Well, simply put, I find her artistry above and beyond what R&B offers nowadays. Her sound and unapologetic lyricism have carved her a niche in R&B. Her music easily resonates with a generation seeking authenticity and depth in her musical experiences that explores themes of love and self-discovery. From her critically acclaimed debut album Control to her sophomore effort SOS, SZA is no one-dimensional artist as she has swiftly carved her own unique space in the hip-hop landscape. There have been very few hip-hop artists in the past decade who have had as much of a hand in shaping the modern-day rap game as Scott Mescudi, aka Kid Cudi. From Kanye West, Travis Scott, and A$AP Rocky, Cudi's sound and aesthetics has touched almost every rapper in the game today. With a career anchored with projects such as his debut mixtape A Kid Named Cudi, his debut album Man on the Moon, The End of Day, the sequel Man on the Moon 2, The Legend of Mr. Rager, and the collaborative project Kid See Ghost with Kanye West, Cudi has left an enduring mark on hip-hop. Perhaps the most profound aspect of Kid Cudi's legacy is his unabashed vulnerability. Through his music and prolific output, Cudi has shattered the stereotypic facade often associated with hip-hop, offering a lifelong to those grappling with their own demons. As hip-hop continues to evolve, Kid Cudi's legacy will undoubtedly serve as a guiding light for generations of artists to come. A reminder that at the heart of true artistry lies the courage to be oneself, unapologetically and without compromise.
And she said, "Say no more," but she put her head around me with. Told her no, she cried, "Say no more."
I mean, of course Rihanna was going to be on my list. How the fuck was she not going to be on my list? It's fucking Rihanna. From the sun-kissed soaked shores of Barbados to the glittering global stages of pop superstardom, Rihanna has carved a path as luminous and indelible as the tracks she lays down. Bursting onto the scene in 2005, signing to Def Jam Records, she quickly transitioned from a fresh-faced island girl into a force majeure in the music industry. From there, Riri would go on to have such a dominant run, producing countless classic songs while also leaving a stellar body of work. Rihanna has remained relevant for this long because of her amazing versatility. She never stuck in one genre like some of her other contemporaries who have tried but failed miserably to adapt to modern sounds and have reached a dead end of trying to recapture their past glories. She has such a brilliant way of switching to genres and always coming off so mad organic with it, with ever coming off as try hard. With each album, she showcased an uncanny ability to evolve, setting trends rather than following them. There's a reason why Lana Del Rey has had such a loyal cult following for the past decade. Best known as the Queen of Alternative, the storytelling ability that she has shown in her songs makes me feel easily transported to a place and moment that are only hers, where she's the protagonist of her story. Her music appeals to me in a way that is both personal and emotional, as it simply resonates with me so much. Not to mention her very sweet, soft, buttery voice is always so moving to me, as it always feels like a spiritual experience every time I'm listening to her music. The way how Lana brilliantly and accurately tells stories from the perspective of a female is so beautiful, especially for an artist like her who can be so unapologetically unfiltered and honest about her experiences. Looking at her remarkable body of work, each album always feels like a different piece of her and carries a newfound sense of her self-awareness. Overall, Lana Del Rey is such a unique woman who has such a strong presence and aura that truly makes her such a gem.
My guy pretty like a girl, and he got 5 stories to tell. I see both sides like Chanel.
Frank Ocean, a name that is synonymous with innovation and debt in modern music. As we live in a world clamoring for authenticity, Frank Ocean stands as a beacon of artistic integrity and emotional debt, reminding us of the power of music to connect, challenge, and inspire. Frank Ocean is not your average R&B artist. He often transcends the lines of R&B and blurs those lines, as his music appeals to people like me who've dealt with depression and loneliness. He's a remarkable songwriter and storyteller, and often tries to implement his life into his music, which in turn gives his audience that feel of reminisce through relatable emotions we've experienced. Over the years, Frank Ocean has crafted a terrific body of work that transcends genre boundaries and defies simple categorization. Not only has he redefined what it means to be an artist in the digital age, but has also challenged his peers and listeners to embrace their authentic selves.
It's the blackout, Rory got the back out, showing my black ass, engine in the glass house, started in the crack house.
Now, it's no secret to most of y'all that I'm a huge Pusha T fan. Matter of fact, he's one of my favorite rappers of all time. Despite being a 30-year veteran in the rap game, Pusha T just seems to get better with age like the finest wines. His albums like Daytona and It's Almost Dry is a testament to his continued growth and longevity. Every time Pusha hops on a track, you already know he's about to kill it by having the best verse on the track. It ultimately proves that even decades into his career, King Push sits comfortably on the throne of coke rap, and his legacy is secure as one of the greatest MCs the game has ever seen. And saving the best for last, I have none other than Stephanie Germanotta, aka Mother Monster, aka Lady Gaga. I have been a fan of Gaga from as long as I can remember. She was like lightning in a bottle when she emerged with her hit single Just Dance, and since then, I have been a fan. I remember 8 or 9-year-old me was like wondering to myself, like, who is this woman in these like crazy ass outfits? It's so weird, but yet I can't help but just be captivated by it. Because to me, Gaga is like the equivalent of what happens when Madonna and David Bowie have a baby, because she's just the total package. From her extravagant outfits, from her A-class live performances, especially with her amazing vocals, her songwriting, and her acting, like, to me, Gaga can just do no wrong. The reason for her fame and success is because she has so much imagination and creativity, and that's what I love from artists, is just, being creative, being ambitious, and just finding your own identity. Gaga was like a force to be reckoned with throughout her prime, because she just constantly giving us hit after hit after hit after hit. From Poker Face, Bad Romance, Born This Way, Shallow, the list just goes on and on. She's not only proven herself to be a great musical artist, she's also proven herself to be a phenomenal actress. From being featured on the hit TV show American Horror Story, and most famously her role in the 2018 A Star Is Born remake, along with Bradley Cooper, which is hands down my absolute favorite romance movie of all time. She really changed the game for modern female artists in terms of bringing back the whole weird artsy factor that had been missing since the 80s. And that particularly set a precedent for others to be more avant-garde, especially in their aesthetics. Even with all the success in her career, from a personality standpoint, Gaga is somebody who truly comes across very endearing and very wholesome, because I don't think there's anybody, and I literally mean anybody, who can say a bad thing about her, which to me speaks volumes. And most importantly, the one thing I've always admired about Gaga is that she has always inspired me to just be myself. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you wear, or where you came from. Always just be yourself and to not give a shit what others think of you. And she always has inspired me to be that way. But overall, love Lady Gaga. Love Lady Gaga.